Hi listeners, this is my Adahan toolkit, which is the result of almost 50 years of research on how to help myself, my children, and my students to develop emotional and intellectual maturity. So how does this all work? Love isn't just about giving our children and ourselves food and clothing. Love is also about understanding our children and helping them to develop emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. And these are the tools that every parent needs to do just that. So what do we have here? One of the things I have is a very simple ruler, but made of very good material, which helps children to define and recognize their emotions, to talk about their pain, and be able to share their pain and their feelings with others. It teaches them that it's good to recognize feelings and it's good to talk about them, and it's a healthy thing to do. So we have boy rulers and girl rulers, and children can say, oh, I got this little boo-boo here, and that was 3 or 5 or 10 or whatever it is. And then you can ask them after a few hours, and where is the pain now? And they're able to see that feelings change. So that's one thing. There's a lot of instructions on all kinds of things you can do with the rulers and how to help children to develop emotional maturity. Another thing I have here is what I call the brain dance. You put this down on the floor between you and the child. It has something that upset him, somebody irritated him, somebody insulted him, somebody destroyed something, he failed, he had a disappointment, whatever it is. Children have hundreds, if not thousands, of irritations every day. So they're able to say what the irritation was. They're able to say what was their negative response. To hit, to scream, to withdraw, whatever it is, that's the negative. Okay? And then they go to the solutions or their victories, how they're handling it different. Now this is why we call it the dance, because when a child wants to have an outburst, he's pulled back to say, I want to kill him, or I'm never going to go back to school, or I'm going to punch him out, or whatever. And so they're going back and forth between this one and this one. You put it on the floor and you hold the child's hand and help him move from the painful event, which we all have, and we can use this too, to the negative response, to thinking about a more positive response, and then honoring the child for not giving in to his negative response. Another thing we have are points, a point system to help children develop good habits and inculcate them. Children can earn points. There's 1, 5, and 10 points. I recently had a Shabbat in which everybody had a lot of guests, and we all put a point in the kitty every time we had a victory. It was a very, very fun Shabbat. We talked about every kind of victory between children 2, 3, 4 years old, including adults in their 70s, and we were all talking about our victories. And we got up to over 300 victories over the Shabbat. It was a wonderful Shabbat. Everybody was happy, from a 4-year-old who wasn't sucking his thumb to a 40-year-old who didn't eat a second piece of cake. Next thing we have are our sanity cards for children with sweet little pictures on them, and for adults. These sanity cards help us to take painful events and transform them into opportunities for spiritual growth. So this is a very important thing for all children to learn from the age of 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to have hundreds of irritations, and they need to know, should I give in? Should I be patient? Should I look for benefit of the doubt? How should I respond? Okay, so that's the cards. We have them for kids and we have them for adults. They're extremely effective, and you'll see instant progress in the child. I have also little medallions that children love to wear for an hour to whatever when they have a victory, and they can put it on. They love this. I have notebooks in which both parents and children write down their victories, and you can review it at night or on holidays or at the Shabbos table. And last but not least, I have a set of victory notes that you can put in a child's lunchbox or under his pillow, put in your husband's pocket or whatever, to keep endorsing people and giving them encouragement to do their victories. And then I have this wonderful 3-minute timer in which you can ask kids to do a lot of things. They can bear a lot of discomfort if they know that it's only 3 minutes long. So this little video has been about 3 minutes. That's how long it takes to get this idea into children's minds. 3 minutes, a few times a day, and you've done the most important work a parent or teacher can do.